The 91st minute. The clock is literally dying. South Korea's World Cup dream, it's slipping away. They need one goal to survive the group stage in Qatar. And then, then the captain takes the ball. Picture the scene, right? Son Heung-min, wearing the iconic black mask, just sprinting the length of the pitch. He draws three Portuguese defenders. The broadcast commentary is absolutely roaring. The tension in the stadium is just unbearable. He stops, a split-second pause, and he threads this absolutely impossible pass right through the legs of a defender. Hwang Hee-chan hits a non-stop shot without even a second of delay, just blasting it into the net. 2-1, and an entire nation erupts. You see the players collapse in just tears of sheer joy. It was this moment of pure cinematic magic, a needle-threading pass that brought a whole country to its feet and secured their advancement to the round of 16 against all odds. It wasn't just a goal, it was a testament to an unbreakable spirit. Now, fast forward to today. The tears of Doha have dried up, and a brand new battlefield awaits. Welcome to this explainer of the underdog's final stand, South Korea's epic road to the 2026 World Cup. We're going to dive deep into the data, the history, and the raw emotion of the nation chasing football glory. Because this isn't just about tactics. This is a full-blown cinematic journey of the Taeguk Warriors preparing to completely shock the globe once again. But look, you can't really understand South Korean football without understanding the absolute pulse that drives it. Close your eyes and imagine roaring crowds, blinding stadium lights, and a deafening, unified sea of crimson. That is the heartbeat of the nation. The Red Devils. The sheer scale of this passion is honestly staggering. The Red Devils aren't just your average fan club. They're a massive cultural phenomenon. Born in the 90s and exploding into literally millions of people filling the streets in 2002, they carried the heavy historical weight of national expectations. When you hear that rhythmic drumming and that synchronized Daehan Min-guk chant echoing through the streets, man, you realize the players aren't just playing for a trophy. They're carrying the dreams of over 50 million people on their shoulders. Hey, if you feel that energy, if you live for these intense, highly emotional underdog stories where passion meets the pitch, join the movement right now. Smash that like button, share this explainer with your squad, and hit subscribe. Stand up and be part of the journey as we break down exactly how South Korea plans to conquer 2026. Okay, so to win on the biggest stage, you need the perfect alchemy, a mix of seasoned veterans and fearless youth. Let's step onto the pitch and look at the 2026 roster. It's really a beautiful story of legends and new blood, representing a super critical passing of the torch. On one side, you have the talisman, Son Heung-min, the absolute hero, chasing his final glorious shot at the World Cup. I mean, he has carried the weight of the nation on his back for over a decade. And on the other side, the future, Yang Min-hyeok, an explosive 18-year-old winger who just secured a massive move to Son's former club, Tottenham Hotspur. And just how fast has this kid risen? He says it himself. Personally, I feel that I am ready. Think about this. He started the year juggling high school classes and afternoon training. Fast forward a few months, he's the K-League's youngest ever player, breaking rookie voting records and flying to London to join the Premier League. He is fearless, he's two-footed, and he loves to just run relentlessly at defenders. He is the exact spark South Korea desperately needs. But a team cannot live on speed alone. You need vision. You need an artist in the middle of the park. Enter the metronome. PSG's Lee Kang-in. He's the ultimate playmaker in the midfield. When opponents build these massive defensive walls to stop Son and Yang, Lee Kang-in is the unpredictable magic that picks the lock. His creative genius is going to be absolutely vital for breaking down tight European and South American defensive lines. So we've got the players, but how do they actually win? Let's step straight into the tactical war room. The blueprint defining South Korea right now is what's known as technical verticality, and manager Hung Myung-bo has drawn up a master plan to completely shock the globe. His master plan is built on pure, unyielding discipline. They shift seamlessly between a 3-back and a 4-back system, relying on world-class defensive stability, anchored by Bayern Munich's Kim Min-jae. But here is the lethal part, okay? Elite physical fitness and lightning-fast transitions. The second they win the ball, they don't just hold it to possess it. They punish you. They sprint forward with terrifying speed, overwhelming opponents before they can even blink. And the data proves it's working. Just think about this relentless march through the Asian qualifiers, a 3-0 victory over Thailand, a 7-0 absolute crushing of Singapore, grinding out a gritty 3-2 win against a really tough Iraq side, and routing Kuwait 4-0. Listen, this isn't just luck. This is a well-oiled, highly disciplined machine operating at peak efficiency heading into the tournament. But to really understand their chances, we've got to look neutrally at their entire tactical profile. Now, their strengths are undeniable. Global top-tier elite fitness, and absolutely devastating counterattacks. But what about the weaknesses? Well, when an opponent decides to just park the bus and refuses to leave any space behind, South Korea can really struggle creatively against those low blocks. They also face severe risks against teams that bring massive, raw aerial physicality on set pieces. And those exact weaknesses, they are going to be tested immediately because the stage is set for their first massive test, the Group A battleground. Just map out the gauntlet they have to run here. They're playing all their group stage games in Mexico. First up, the hosts, Mexico. That is a colossal challenge in a hostile, roaring, altitude-heavy environment. Then, the Czech Republic, bringing exactly the kind of tough, European physical threat that will heavily test South Korea's set-piece defense. And finally, South Africa, athletic, completely unpredictable, and incredibly dangerous. It is going to be a brutal, brutal fight for survival from literally day one. But all right, let's say they survive Group A. Let's say they battle their way to the knockouts. Who is the absolute ultimate nightmare scenario? Who is the one team the Taeguk Warriors absolutely do not want to see waiting for them in the bracket? It's Japan, the historic rivals. A knockout clash between these two Asian giants on the World Cup stage. It would carry pressure so massive, so incredibly heavy, it's almost unimaginable. It would be the ultimate test of nerves, of pride, and of tactical supremacy. A match for the ages. So it all comes down to this, shattering the ceiling for glory in 2026. Can this perfectly balanced squad of legendary veterans and explosive rookies finally push beyond the round of 16? The pedigree is certainly there. 12. That is South Korea's 12th World Cup appearance. Honestly, no one else in Asia even comes close to this level of consistency. They aren't just participants anymore, you know? They are the undisputed powerhouse of Asian football, carrying the hopes of an entire continent. The tactical data out there perfectly sums up their aura right now. Analysts are calling them the most disciplined outsider in the tournament, the ultimate physical hurdle for any nation dreaming of the world title. And they really are. They're the dangerous underdog. They will run you into the ground, they will press you for the full 90 minutes. They will make every single opponent bleed for a victory. So, will 2026 be the year they shock the world again, just like they did in 2002 and 2022? The tactical pieces are set, the stadium lights are glaring, and a nation is holding its breath. What do you think? I want you to head down to the comments right now and tell me, which team are you supporting in this World Cup? Let me know, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.
So, did you find today's explainer useful?
Then definitely drop a like, share it out, and subscribe to join the family.
Tell us, what should we explore next? Stay well.